Okay, hello guys. Today I'm going to be making a tutorial on how to make mods for Infinity Blade PC port. First, open up UPK Explorer. If you have it, if you don't have it, I'll leave a link in the description. Open it. Make sure it's set on either advanced or debug, or development. It doesn't really matter which, just development basically has a bunch of debugging info. But go to open package file. Go over to Sword Game Cooked PC console. That's in what's it called? Infinity Blade PC folder, and then just choose whatever thing you want to replace. I'm just gonna replace. Let's see. I'll just replace for now. Bronze armor. And then now you go to here. And then there it is. There's the model. Then you come over here and click Export FBX. Just export it wherever you want. I'm just putting it on my desktop. Oh, I already have it exported. I'll just replace it. And then what you want to do is go to Extract Textures and then extract them. You just click Export, or you just click Export DDS. Now I already have them exported, so I don't have the option. But then what you do is you go over to wherever you have your there'll be a set working folder, and you set that to wherever you want your textures and stuff to be stored. And you go there and you go to you go to the game file, then exports, and then it will be in one of these files. Since I was doing an armor file, it will be in DXT1. And then it will be in here. So bronze, and just bronze, and search. Not even letting me do anything to it. So okay, so basically you take that, put it into the same folder that it's in, so DXT1, and you put it into the DXT1 over here. And then what you want to do is go into Blender, import the FBX file that you just exported, so bronze armor, and then if you're like completely replacing a model, what you want to do is just import whatever model you want to replace it with. So for me, I'm gonna do Dante from Devil May Cry 3 because it's just a model that I have easily available. Then, since I'm doing this, since for two separate meshes, I have to merge them into one. So I have to line the code up. And that looks good enough. Doesn't have to be perfect, because I'll be merging a lot of the stuff anyway. So like I'll be merging the two models together. And then since my model is bigger than the original model, what I'm gonna want to do is first set it to 3D cursor, scale it down so that it lines up with the original model that you imported from the game. And then once you do that, you can just hide the original models. You can start editing in this model. Since exporting is weird with it, I have to rename the UV maps in order so that they actually keep the UV maps. Okay, now that I've done that, now what I need to do is just take, I'm just gonna hide all of the armature, just to make this easier. And then what I'm gonna do is just select them all, and then join them together, so that it's one model. And then now I'm gonna go into edit mode, and select A, and then merge by distance, so that all the vertices are merged if they're close enough. And see, since this is still separated, I'm gonna select all again, merge, and then increase the distance so that they merge those vertices. And there's also separate things, like separate elbows and knees, so I'll also have to do that. So that will also help with that. Okay, now let's see. Is it fine? Is it good now? Nope. Merge by distance. Okay, let's see. Nope, still not good. Still not good, huh? How is it not? There we go, finally. Okay, oh yeah, I forgot. I'm just gonna delete this set. Oh no. I need to undo all of that, because I forgot to do something. I need to delete. I'm gonna delete this pair of hands since I don't need it. Since it's, I could also delete this one, but I'm gonna do this one since it's more general. Since I'm not gonna be doing I'm not gonna be adding posing to the fingers, because it's just too much work to do that since there's no bones in the fingers. Okay, now merge by distance. There we go. Let me make sure. Okay, yep, it's good. And then now that that's done, unhide everything. You can rehide that though. And then you want to apply the armature. Actually, wait, no. Because I forgot to do something. God. I'll have to undo all of that. Because I need it so that... I forgot to line up the arms. And it's no longer undoing. Damn it. Oh wait, okay, either way it's good. And then you just want to select the arms as only if they don't what's it called? Don't line up with the already existing arms, and just scale them so that they do match, like where the elbows and stuff are. And then once you do that, exit out of pose mode. I know it looks kind of weird, but it's better than you don't want to edit the original armature because that'll just cause so many problems. Control J. Oops. A, Control J. Apply. I can just, oops. Right. Unhide these. Control A. And then just, you can delete the armatures now for that. Unhide the armature for the original. And then, what you want to do is go into edit mode, and then make sure first make sure all of those are removed, and then you want to click on the model, shift click on the bones, Control P, empty groups. And then what you want to do is edit the, you want to add weights. You want to add the vertex groups. And I'll get back to you when I do that. Okay, now that you have all the vertex groups weighted to the model, to the, whatever you want to call it, just to see if it's actually working, like by doing this, to see if there's anything that's not weighted, which there's not for me, so that's good. And then just move around some of the bones. Like, probably an easy way to do that is to do local and then individual origins. Okay, never mind. Just do it normally. Just do it one by one. That's working. Oh, that's arm roll. That's clavicle. Wait, did I accidentally... I must have accidentally done clavicle, because you don't really need clavicle. Like, it's not gonna affect anything if you don't use it. I never use it because I don't really know what I would assign the weights to, so I just wouldn't do it if I were you. I wouldn't use it. Clavicle L. No. Okay, then. Why was it? It says it's clavicle. Oh, duh, because that still controls the arm. I forgot, yeah, duh. But everything seems to work properly. And yes, that is what I want from a coat, because you can't really do coat, you can't really do physics. It's for like the coat or something. Like cloth, so you have to just have it static. But now that it's done, export it to FBX, and then just name. Oh wait, actually first, make sure this is named. So like for like me, I'm just gonna do Shift SK _ Dante. Actually, it doesn't really matter, but actually, yeah, it doesn't really matter. Just delete, but make sure you delete the bronze armor or whatever you're replacing. And then export FBX, and then and then make sure you have these settings enabled, or else it will not work. Like, it will not work properly. And then I'm gonna just name it SK _ Dante, and then done. And then open this back up. Open the package again if you closed it. And then just go here, and then go over here, mesh, and then click on the, and then go to import FBX, and find your model that you just exported. Here it is. Normalize weights if it puts up this message. And there, now it's in there. Now what you want to do is, actually wait, I forgot a step. You actually want to do, you'll need an add-on called Material Combiner. You want to click generic, it will be in the description. You want to click update material list, save Atlas 2, desktop or wherever you want to save it, create Atlas, and then you want to export it. You don't have to do that actually no, actually yes, you do have it. You do have to. There might be a way to get around it, but as far as I know for now, that's the only way to do it. So you want to merge them. You could do it manually probably, but it'd be really hard. So export it, and then re-import it. Yeah, because see it, when you import it, it just has the same material. Now, if it's something like it has the same, if it's like, for example, the same texture for all of the materials, then yeah, that could definitely work. You could still keep it like that. But if it's multiple textures, you want to merge them. Okay, then now what you want to do is you want to go to your imports, your import textures. I have this here because this is where, like, because I'm working on a mod that replaces all the textures and I don't want to mess up anything. Okay, so you want to do, okay, then you want to go to here, wherever you have in bronze. Basically whatever the texture name is here. So, and then you just, and for me, I just take these, copy, and then if you want, you don't really have to, you can make a specular map and a normal map for it. But you don't really have to do that. If you don't want to do that, you can just go in here and you can just go to here where it wants the normal map and just set it to null. But I'm gonna show you how to make a normal map and a specular map, just in case if you want to, because it can add that much more detail. Okay. Just don't worry about loading maps for when you're, okay. When you're because you want to import these, and make sure your custom textures, for now at least until I figure out a fix, because it's still broken, do not, and I repeat, do not hit import textures that are bigger than the base size, that are bigger than the default size, because they will break. They will not work. Is this the default? I can't tell. I'm just gonna re-export them. So I can't really tell if those are my. Okay, so, and plus I can, yeah. Okay, so I guess never mind. Since it's not letting me, so, but okay, those were my modified. So once again, I'm gonna do this. Put it back here. Paste. Open it in GIMP. Since if you're gonna be making a normal map, yep, or specular map, you need to do it in GIMP. Just pretty much just if you're gonna do photo editing and you don't want to pay for Photoshop, or you don't know how to use Photoshop, just use GIMP. It's really good, and it's free and open source. So I have a scaled texture because I'm trying to fix that issue where you can't do it higher resolution. So just I'm gonna resize them back down. Yeah, because the reason why you don't want to do textures that are bigger than the base texture is because it will completely break the model, basically. Like, it will show just a pure black, your model will become pure black, like, with no lighting on it. It'll be like looking into a void. Okay, so, and then since the materials that the material combiner makes, it's usually smaller than what, it's usually not an integral of 2. You're gonna want to make sure it's resized so that it's like 1024 or something like that. Because it will not work if you have it set smaller. So I'm just gonna, actually I could probably just do this, so I don't have to worry about resizing. Yep. Oops, wrong thing. What the? 512. Okay, I thought that was a hole there in the texture. I was like, why is that there? That should not be there. Okay, then just delete the background for the original image. You don't, what's wrong? You don't really have to. It shouldn't show up, but just to make sure. And then, okay, for now, for a normal map, what you're going to do is go to Colors, Desaturate, Lightness HSL, and then you want to go to Curves and just adjust it until you like the results. Because remember, the lighter something is, the more out it will be. Like, it will be a projected, like, it will be basically like projected outwards, like extruded out. Anything darker will be extruded inwards, like it will be a bump, like it will be like an indent, and like lighter things will be a bump. And then you want to do filters, generic, normal map, and then just set it until you think it looks good. And anything going inwards will be outwards. I know it's kind of confusing, but yeah. So think of it as if it's inverted. And then, since it's like really pixelated and it will look bad, you want to do noise reduction. And then just set it to max, which is 32. And then there, now you have your normal map. And just export as, and make sure it's the same format as the file that it was from. And make sure you generate maps, or else it will not work. Or, yeah. And then make sure that's exported too. Replace. And then it should save your settings for each one. Okay, now to make a specular map, what you want to do is desaturate, colors, desaturate, lightness HSL, and then high pass, and then just set this STD dev thing to max. Oh, press OK, and then curves, and then just do the same thing. But remember, lighter things will be shinier. So if you want something to be less shiny, make it darker. If you want it to be more shiny, make it lighter. And then you have your specular map. Wait, the wrong thing. I did overwrite instead of export as. And there you go. There's your textures. And then just inject textures, refresh, and inject and save as copy. And then it will be in your Infinity Blade PC folder, Sword Game, Cooked PC Console, and then just go to Date Modified down, and then just name so you can see the original one, and just move it to your desktop or something, so you have a backup of it, so you don't like, unless you have like still have the zip file for the game and downloaded, and then just remove a copy. And then just to make sure the textures are applied to the model, reopen it back up, mesh, and then see, now that's what I was, because see, if what you need to do if something like this happens, then what you want to do is you want to save over here and save as copy and then export. And also, I did it this way where I have the head instead. I have a actual head part of it instead of a separate thing, like having the head as a helmet. You can try to do it as a helmet. It shouldn't be that hard, but just do it this way for now if you're just starting out, so you don't have to worry about trying to fix that, because I've had problems doing it like that. But just make it so that the helmet is invisible, which all you really need to do is just what's it called? What you can do is just like either replace a model with nothing, or you can just create a new helmet, which I'll be making a tutorial on that later, on how to make completely new armors and weapons. Okay, and then now you save as copy. You save copy, and then now you do this. You just what's it called? You just delete the original, since it's a modified version and you already have a backup of. And then just launch it now. Launch the game. And it should be working. And I'll do any debugging that if there's any problems with it. And I'll leave a link to the Infinity Blade PC Discord, and I'll be there and I'll help anybody who needs help. Over here. Okay. And then I get inventory. Wait, no, inventory. I had it right. And then armor. Wait, no, that's helmets. Armor. Oh, that's shields. Yeah, armor is health. And then where's bronze armor? And that's what I was talking about. Glitch is debug. Oops. So let's see. Can I figure out what the problem is? Okay, I see like. Okay, Okay, I don't. I've had this happen, and I've had different ways of fixing it each time. What seems to work a lot of the time is I just open it up, click OK. Go to the mesh. Wait, make sure show axis, because you always want this to be out the back. Just export it. You can delete that and then import it. Okay, so yeah, so so I see the issue. For some reason it's super tiny. And that's why like the mesh was like all messed up, and not just being tiny, and it was like all stretched all over the place. So then just if that happens, just resize the model so that it lines back up. Again, you'll have to pretty much eyeball it, but it doesn't really, should be good. And then you want to Control A, all transforms. And then export again. And then import it. Cause like, oh yeah, I should have known that because I just noticed that. Yeah, I forgot to show the bones. And there we go. Now it should be fixed since it's no longer showing tiny. And then just save copy, close again, and then delete the original, like the one that you just modded. And then just remove the copy. And then start game. And now hopefully it will work. If it doesn't, we'll go back to debugging, but it should work now. Yes, it technically worked, but where's glitches? Excuse me, what? What's going on here? What? Is it applying the shield texture to the model? Yeah, it's applying the shield and sword texture to the model, but it also has the normal texture. It also has the texture it's supposed to have. Weird. That's not supposed to happen. I've never had that happen before. I've only had that happen to someone else. That's only happened to someone else, and I don't know how they fixed it. So I guess I'll be fixing it in this. Shouldn't be. Yeah, shouldn't be any of that. Don't know how to. Might have to stop the recording and then ask him and then start recording again. How long have I been recording for? Almost an hour now. Okay, let's see. But as you can see, the model is now in game. And also the hair is correct too. Weird. That I don't understand. Okay, the pants is also correct too. Okay, so I'm gonna stop recording and ask him for help, Evan, to see how he fixed it, and then I'll start recording again. Okay, so here's what you want to do for the textures. You want to go into like GIMP and then resize it so that it's in the corner using this template. You don't have to do it in the corner. Like, you could cut up the texture so that you can have a higher resolution texture, but this is just the easier way of doing it. And then you just keep it like that, and then but you want to make sure that there's a small, at least one pixel in the corner, so that it keeps the size. Because if you export it like this without any pixel down there, it will just resize it so that it's just this part. You need this open area. Okay, and once you do that, I know the texture's not right. Yeah, but you want to go into UV editing and then move the UV over where you move the texture, and then you should be good. And then you just export everything, and you will be good, and the model should be good. Okay, see ya. Bye.